Hey Team EQRRC, this is Coach Wes, and we're back after a couple weeks off from the Sunday video message. And you should have felt in the last couple weeks after we got out of building up to that recovery week, and then even this past week, that we've been starting to really up our distance, our volume, our intensity, and especially on Thursdays, our speed as well. So with that in mind, I want to talk to you guys today in this video about how to appropriately fuel your body with calories while you're running. Now this rule of thumb is going to take much the same form that the fluids did. Any run lasting longer than an hour, which most of our Saturdays will be from here out, will require some type of calorie replacement. Now some of the common forms that I'm sure you guys have heard of or you might have used yourself are goos, shot blocks, power bars. Personally, I like Cliff bars. I think I cut them up and they seem to be pretty easily chewable, and they come in a bunch of different flavors. And you could use just regular food as well. I've heard people using jelly beans, grapes, other types of fruit, and anything that you find works, and that's probably the biggest thing. Whatever works for you, that's what we want you to use. What we want you to keep in mind is how often you're taking that food in. If you're doing anything longer than an hour, your body needs to have those carbohydrates and calories replaced, and you probably want to start at about the 45-minute mark and continue every 15 to 20 minutes or so. We'll do our best to remind you as we're out on the run, but again, the rule of thumb is start at 45 minutes and start to intake something every 15 to 20 minutes afterward from there on. If you're using a goo, anywhere from half a goo to a full goo. If you're using shot blocks, 2 to 3 shot blocks at least. Ideally, it's at least 100 calories. So look at what you're going to be using as your fuel and figure on 100 calories every time you do take something in. If you have questions, you can always email me. And what I would love for you guys to do is, after you've watched the video, reply back to me with what you use, because I would love to come up with a list of some of the different foods or just type of aids that people use in order to take in calories. So let's talk a little bit about what this week is going to entail. This Monday, we're going to come back to a tempo workout. It is going to be the first time that we're basing that tempo off of mileage for repeats. So this week, we're going to do 2 miles, 2 times through. What it will look like, I want you guys to do some type of a warm-up on your own for about 10 minutes, enough to feel like you break a sweat, much the same way that we would in a normal tread and shred workout. And then I want you to do 2 miles at your tempo pace. Then I want you to break for about 5 to 10 minutes. Now that break could start with a walk and progress to a jog. It could be a walk the whole time. Whatever you feel like you need so you're recovered. And then come back with one more 2-mile session at that tempo pace. At that point, you'll just cool down. So once again, it's 2 miles, 5 to 10 minutes of recovery, another 2 miles at that tempo, and that's this Monday's tempo workout. Now get ready, because the critical workout this week is coming up this coming Saturday. We're going to be doing Newport Coast Drive. I will give you plenty of tips going into it. In the end, it's not that bad. You can ask people that have run it in the previous season, this past spring, training for the OC marathon, half marathon. We did that course. We'll be ready for it. It's just getting